2025, 2025. 2025 has been quite an interesting year for music. I feel like I've been very mixed on a lot of things this year, especially rap music. Rap music's disappointed me a bit, but we did get some good releases. Anyways, I've had to branch out, sift through the various songs coming out, and now I've composed my best songs of 2025 list. The rules, no songs from the same album. That's actually the only rule. Let's just get started. Number 25 is Snail Zero by Aesop Rock, an amusing storytelling rap song about a snail invasion, and it highlights Aesop Rock's charisma on the mic.
A few weeks pass when plain and clear I hear, oh my God, there's a snail in here.
Number 24, Headphones On by Addison Rae. It shows that Addison Rae can be a real pop star with this very airy, mildly psychedelic pop song. It reminds me of that down-tempo style that Madonna has on Ray of Light. Number 23, 300 Dreams by After. The pop duo After has been blowing up recently, especially with this sort of nostalgic pop style they've been doing. They're very similar to Magdalena Bay in a sense. This song was also kind of impossible to avoid if you're in any online music circles. It's super nostalgic. It feels ripped right off a Windows 7 PC with Justine Dorsey's vocals shining in this super catchy track. Number 22, Miffed It by Way Dynamic. I found this towards the end of the year. It's this gentle soft rock song with some really gorgeous acoustic guitar and these really earwormy chords that I just can't get out of my head. It's infinitely replayable and chill with Dylan Young's gentle singing really shining on this sweet track. Number 21, Starburst by Danny Brown. Danny Brown fuses some post-industrial sensibilities of deconstructed club with trap drum patterns for just this extremely catchy and unique experimental rap track. The second half of this song is totally batshit, and especially with that breakdown at the end, super cool stuff. Number 20, Gang by Ayesha Erotica. This is definitely the funniest track of the year, as Ayesha Erotica unapologetically yells about sex over this harsh electronic pop beat. It's surprisingly catchy as well, as you just can't help but, get a little boogie to such a lewd, humorous track. It also has the funniest lyric drop of the year. I'll attach that with the song here. Number 19, Parachute by Hayley Williams. Hayley Williams captures a range of emotions in this song, from this sort of sadness of a failed love to this self-deprecating sense of failure and this muffled anger of crying through tears, just wishing that she could have saved this relationship. She blames it on herself, feeling like she was too vulnerable, but she also blames it on her lover on this really emotional verse 2, where she kind of builds from this sadness to this extreme vitriol in such an impressive way. There's also some gorgeous electric guitars in the back of this. The drums are addicting. Hayley Williams nails this track. Number 18, Sugar Water Cyanide by Rebecca Black. Technically, I think this song came out last year, but I'm gonna include it anyways because the Salvation EP was in 2025, so. Anyways, this is a super fun song. Rebecca Black shows off her vocal range from this gorgeous falsetto on the pre-chorus to this more pop-punky style of delivery that gets distorted and chopped up on the chorus, if you can even call it that. It's a really great dance pop track that divides itself between this more traditional dance pop style of vocals to this rougher post-industrial other side that really reminds me of a club song that would be made by Sophie. Number 17, Wish For by Galen Tipton and Shmoo, featuring Diana Starshine. Fun glitch pop song. Galen Tipton has been on a roll recently, and their ability to work with Shmoo and construct this glitchy yet accessible track is super commendable. The track is constantly building up for its short duration, and after this cool little percussion section, Diana Starshine starts belting, her voice is flying around, these glitchy vocals are everywhere. I just couldn't stop listening to this song. It puts a smile on my face every time I hear it. Number 16, Mary by Black Country New Road. Now, this song didn't put a smile on my face, but it was really good. It went under the radar, honestly. The three vocalists on BCNR combined for this gorgeous emotional piece about going unnoticed during childhood or just being bullied. It's a unique concept that all three of them nail, with this heavenly singing, this subdued but gorgeous folk instrumentation in the back. The emotions are potent, and I couldn't stop listening to this one as well. Number 15, Second Sleep by Magdalena Bay. Mag Bay had a really surprising year for me, releasing nearly an album of tracks just this year. It feels like Second Sleep just barely didn't fit the vibe of Imaginal Disc, keeping those gorgeous song progressions that were very important to the success in Imaginal Disc. Second Sleep has some really beautiful strings and this extreme vocal performance from Mika Tenenbaum. It also manages to keep the momentum of the track throughout the near 5-minute length, despite feeling like the climax of the song could have been 1 minute in. It goes to show how impressive of a duo Matt and Mika are, as they're able to nail these like sprawling electronic progressive pop tracks, never letting the well dry up throughout the song. Number 14, Striptease by FKA Twigs. I knew of this song for a while. I never actually heard the snippet, but I knew it existed. Twigs fans were always hyped for it. And now that it's out, I can agree with them. I'm glad this came out because it is really good. It's amazing that after all these years, Twigs still has new vocal abilities that she attempts on the tracks. She starts off with this rougher, discordant singing, and it contrasts from the traditional pop singing that she nails on the chorus here. The production is great too, as her switch to EDM has been nothing short of a joy. I especially love the end of the song, as the random drum and bass breakdown is extremely fun to hear FKA Twigs' vocals just fly over and just... Also, the little Jersey club like at the end of the song is super cool. Number 13, Psycho Boost by Jane Remover featuring Danny Brown. In my opinion, this is the crowning achievement of this era of Jane Remover. I mean, it's just hard. It's just hard. There's not much else to say. Those hardstyle breakdowns with those like rough, squelchy punches of drums are just super fun when it goes like drum, drum, drum. I don't know, bro. It's just pure hardcore electronic bliss, and you can just listen to this one on repeat. Danny Brown's verse on this is also really cool. I'm amazed that anyone can rap over a beat like this comprehensibly. Speaking of going hard, number 12 is Chains and Whips by Clipse featuring Kendrick Lamar. Pharrell still has it on the production side. Clipse maintained their rapping prowess on this extreme, rough, hardcore hip-hop track. Both the duo's verses are super fun, and the chorus is really catchy and clever as well. To address the elephant in the room of Kendrick Lamar, I do think that this is the best guest verse of the year. Sorry, JID. The flow switch in the middle of the verse to rap off of the beat while nailing this ridiculous alliteration scheme with the j sound. I've never heard that before. There's maybe 3 or 4 people in rap right now that can do this. Kendrick Lamar is one of them. It's a fantastic track and a return to form in this new era of rap for Clipse.
Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
Just shy of the top 10, number 11 is Trevoga by Infinity Knives and Brian Ennels, but it's really a song by Vladlena Volodkovich as she sings the entire track. This is a Russian version of another track that's on the Bandcamp version of this album called Oh Troubles. There's something about this track I just can't put my finger on. It's this like deep, whimsical nostalgia that reminds me of the golden era of Disney, sitting in front of that CRTV, watching whatever cassette, watching whatever VHS there is. Volodkovich's vocals are gorgeous on this like trip hop track with the gentle fuzz on the whole track, creating this extreme sense of nostalgia. This is a really weird song to have on a list like this, but it was just so comforting for me this year and easy to listen to that I had to have it on here. For the top 10. Number 10, Sushi by FKA Twigs. Twigs has been on fire this year. Even without the wild ending to this track, it just feels so complete and undeniably perfect. Twigs singing shines through those pitched up vocals of hers, and that bassy drum really feels like a nice heartbeat to the track, like the title track of Eusexua. After the second chorus, the track kind of evolves into this rough alternative poppy song, and then it breaks down into this insane UK bass dance pop ending. I don't even know, it's just so much fun. Electric, playful, and impossible to put down. Number 9, Long Island City, Here I Come by Geese. There's about 4 songs off Getting Killed that could have easily made this list, but I had to go with this one. It throws away traditional song structure and just builds up this amazing indie rock song. Cameron Winter's songwriting shines as he drops ridiculously creative lyrics throughout. Also, the drums on this are just insane. Max deserves all the praise he gets as the drummer for Geese. I especially love the kick the king out of Jericho lyric. I was stuck in my head. All in all, just a fantastic song and a great outro. Number 8, No Life by Giant Claw. Keith Rankin is another artist that has just been nailing it recently. This song is just such a wonder to me. It starts off as this jungle trek before dropping the beat into this upbeat glitch pop song that Keith Rankin has been nailing recently. The way the track progresses is just so gorgeous. The production is amazing as the samples lay on top of each other while keys glisten in the background. The whole track feels like it's ready to explode at any moment, and it does, as my favorite part of this track comes towards the end, where this just bang of these power metal riffs hit, and it makes me like strangely emotional. I don't know why. I think maybe it's just this sort of epic ending to such a prolific era of electronic music from Keith Rankin. I haven't heard anything like it, and I'm probably not going to for a while. Number 7, Don't Save Me by John Michel, featuring Kennedy Rose and Larizi, with production by Anthony James. John Michel's style of rapping is one of my favorite things to come from the 2020s decade. It's this very emotional style of rapping that has this deep yearning for success. And while rap has always been about, making it big and succeeding, it's never really been done in this sort of way before, and I really appreciate it. Additionally, the production here is amazing. I will say the mix is kind of trash, but that's a whole album issue. But I'm not gonna diss this whole song. The Chipmunk Soul Chop here has this really maximalist melodramatic vibe that works super well for a song like this. The chorus is gorgeous and Larizi's verse is amazing as well. He's another rapper that you should be keeping an eye on these upcoming years. I also really like John Michel. I don't know. We're gonna say John Michael. I really like John Michael's last verse that just gets rid of most of the beat, slowly building it up throughout the verse. While he sounds like he's on the verge of tears, fighting for his life on this track, it represents that feeling of fighting by yourself for success and just not wanting some sort of handout,
Don't say me, I do something, I act crazy. You don't know me, got no future to pay.
Number 6, Lotus by Little Simz, featuring Michael Kiwanuka and Yusuf Days. For me, this is the song that represents the Lotus era. The live instrumentation style is great here. The hook by Kiwanuka is gorgeous. Whenever those two collab, it just never disappoints. I also love Little Simz' second verse here, especially. The vitriol feels like she's just getting something off her chest that she has to get off her chest. It was a rough year for her. Her lifelong producer friend totally betrayed her. I really like how she disses her fans here. She tackles that sort of feeling that fans have that, oh, you should do this, you should do this. But that's not how life works, Little Simz is gonna make the music she wants. The drums here are addicting, the strings build up gorgeously, and everything combines for this really cool drop that just lets Kiwanuka's vocals shine. I also really like the instrumental outro here. It reminds me of that sort of no thank you era of those overly extended outros, but it's even better for me. Now for the top 5. Number 5, Born a Star by Galen Tipton. This song is loud, it's epic, it's dramatic. My favorite fully electronic song of the year, as Galen Tipton nails this rough, sample-heavy style of deconstructed club that they've been doing for a while now. The track is epic, it's melodramatic, and it's very unique. The drum breaks on this are so much fun. The vocal samples on this are awesome. They add both to the electricity of the song, but also the gentle, emotional reprise in the middle of the track. I don't have a ton to say about this song. It's just really hard, and it's so I put this shit on loop while I was working out one time, and it was just amazing. Number 4, Wake Up by Backxwash. I feel like some rap music has started going in this angrier, rougher, electronic direction. The synths on this are gorgeous. The drums skitter and complement Backxwash's vitriol nicely. The track really nails that dual emotion of hating the world, but also hating yourself. Her emotion on the track is potent and fiery as she ebbs from this anger back to self-deprecation. The message of the song is blunt and powerful. We need to wake the fuck up. Obviously, it's deeper than that, but that's what listening to the song is for. The second half of the song is also gorgeous as Backxwash gently flows over this drumless, slightly orchestral chipmunk soul chop. Her vulnerability is commendable but also tragic to hear. It really hits your soul after hearing 5 minutes of just anger and high emotion as she drops into that gentle, more depressed, self-deprecating rapping. It's not just one of the best rap songs of the year, but it's definitely going to be one of the best rap songs of the decade.
On the speak to the bullet, but hear the screams as a bullet wrap the fuck up.
Number 3, Southern Style Lemon Peppers by The Side Pieces, which is Stickerbush and Heaven Souls. I don't even know what to say about this one. It goes from pure glitch to this humorous SoundCloud rap to this chop that reminds me of Mabel's clothing store in Animal Crossing. By the way, that's just 1 minute of this 8-minute song. It's just batshit. It's humorous. The duo chops up 0 stars on Yelp sample and then just randomly punches it in to this Jersey Club mayhem that's a little bit similar to Dariacore. There's this epic buildup and chaotic sample-heavy breakdown that I'm not even sure you can describe with words at about the 5-minute mark. And the ending of the song is just hilarious as well. It tames down the energy a bit for this glitchy sample chop of a DJ Nasty track where this girl's just asking for child support. It's definitely the most unique song of the year, and it's gonna go down as a chronically online underground classic. This is gonna be one of those weird ones that not everybody gets, but if you know, you know. Number 2, Listen Gentle by McKinley Dixon. There's an energy to this track that I just couldn't put away. It feels like a culmination of what Dixon can do, from the streams of consciousness with his songwriting to the emotional jazz rap production that he's been doing for a while now. Strings fly around while woodwinds soar, and this piano sort of gracefully dances around in the back, all while McKinley Dixon is rapping over it, talking about losing a friend and wanting to put himself in his place to resurrect him. It's the climax of the resurrection story, and it feels all the more emotional with its stories of the past and even this brief lyrical motif in the middle of it. That also has my favorite bar of the year, which is the lyric, "I'd kill myself to bring you back, how's that magic alive?" that drops into this gospel, jazzy instrumental break. It's absolutely gorgeous and adds to the emotional prowess that this song carries. Additionally, I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure the strings on this are at least interpolated from the track Midnight in You by Barry White, which is really famous among Southern rap and has been sampled many times, but I might have made that up. This is pretty cool stuff, and it's probably McKinley Dixon's best song.
If I show you how to do it and you get the magic right, you can use these tricks to help your ass take flight.
For number 1, Nettles by Ethel Cain. This track really took me by surprise. I've never been a fan of like slowcore music, and Ethel Cain's music as a whole has never fully clicked for me, but this track did. This is the type of track that defines careers for decades and decades in the future. It's the type of single that people are gonna remember. It's this gentle singer-songwriter track with a lot of Americana influence as well, that Hayden's vocals just soar over throughout. There are these melancholy strings, muted acoustic guitars, and this sort of depressed singing that combine at the start for this very emotional, sad bit, but then it doesn't purely wallow in sadness as it builds into these messages about the fight that love is, introducing these brighter guitars and some light percussion in the back. It's also interesting how gender plays a role in this song, as the songwriting is talking about masculinity and shielding oneself from emotion. It's not just that, because every lyric on this song is poignant. I could break it down for you, but Ethel Cain already did like a Genius interview, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. She knew it was number 1 time and wanted to involve herself. But yeah, every lyric is poignant. Not a minute is wasted of this 8-second behemoth of a track. This is definitely my favorite song of the year. It's an emotional masterpiece, and it's going to be a defining single of the decade. That wraps the list. What was your favorite song of the year, Summer? But what was yours? Let me know in the comments. I want to know. Albums next.